Hey, what's up with everybody? It's White Boy Lockdown Radio. As you can see on the mirror, I don't got the merch on today, but hey, check out the merch. Join the members, man. I really need y'all to join the members. Let's get these members up so we can get member lives only going on. There's perks with it too. You got to watch the video down there by the join button. The title of this one, man, losing people in prison or dying in prison. It happens, man. It happens. I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into this one. So the first time that I seen this happen, it was really out of the blue type thing, man. In my county jail, I think every county jail, they have people call it biscuits and gravy or shit on the shank, whatever you call it. It's like a institutional biscuits and gravy. I don't know what county people are from, or maybe they have this in a prison where you're from, whatever. But for the most part, compared to pancakes or a couple boiled eggs, it doesn't taste the greatest. It's got that name for a reason, but it will fill you up, and it's a very popular bot tray or whatever have you, right? So there was an older black dude, man. I was in jail on this story, but there's an older black dude in there, and he it was shit on the shank day, and hey, man, right after breakfast they rolled the doors and do count, and dude, he died, man, straight up. And nobody knew, because pretty much when it comes to jail, not prison but jail, people will get a routine, man. Not talking about like a workout thing or nothing, but people do their time all different in jail. It causes a lot of tension, it causes a lot of fights, but most of the young dudes, they'll stay up all night making whippets, coffee and all that stuff, and then they'll sleep through the day. So, once breakfast is served, they're gonna crash out and then wake up later. It's kind of, I guess the thinking is sleep your time away, if you will. And I got stories on the channel where I've had problems with this, because I don't want to hear Gucci Man rapping or your version of Boys to Men late night through the bars when I'm trying to sleep, or the other part of the dorm. But that's a whole different video. So the CO walks around and sees dude's dead, man, and hey, man, look, I have no idea what the dude was in there for. He's in there for a while. Older black dude. He's probably, if I have to guess, probably like 60-something years old, man. And they did him dirty, man. They found out he was dead. They call medical. Medical comes running down, slides the door. They go up there, and sure enough, he's stiff, cold, dead. There's no bringing him back. They throw just a standard white sheet over him, carry him out. People, other dudes in the pod, they're like, man, we don't call the news, this and that. There's that animosity towards the law, there's that animosity towards correction officers and this and that. And, but they cover it up, you know what I mean? And why I bring this one up is because everybody was like, it's crazy. Inmates will find humor in anything. And, hey, you will become cold-hearted when you're incarcerated, especially if you're facing a lot of time, especially if you have to become cold-hearted. Myself, I'm a good-hearted person. I'll help anybody. But when you're locked up, you really got to learn how to turn the other cheek. You really got to learn how to, just look at things a different way. And what I mean by this is that everybody's like, damn, man, that shit on the shank killed him, man. Killed him. Killed Unc. The institution covered it up or whatever. But, it sucks, man. That dude's family, I only could imagine. I can't even tell you if the dude was in there for driving or not. He could have had, 15 sale charges. I don't know. But that's just one example of what I went through. When I was in prison, hey, look, you could look at the catalog of videos that are on my channel, and so many more to come. But in front of me, I had never seen anybody physically die, okay? I've told a story where there was a CO that was pregnant and a riot popped off, and she lost her kid, but I can't physically see that, you know what I mean? But I've never watched anybody physically die in front of me, but I've heard about it. I've heard about a gang running down on somebody for a drug debt, and it was in a different dorm across the compound, and they stomped the dude out. I mean, from what I heard, he was knocked all the way out when he was getting kicked in the head numerous times. They literally stomped him out until there's nothing left. But you know, it happens a lot. It happens a lot in prison. In jail, it's something rare you're gonna see. But you know, what I really wanted to touch on, man, is when you catch your time, right? You know, every time this has happened to me, even we can take prison completely out of it for a second, right? Just I'll use driving on suspended, right? As a man, you know, especially if you start getting older in life, into your 20s, into your 30s, whatever it is, one of the two things that's going to cross your head, right? Well, you're going to think of three things. I mean, this is at least what I did. Whenever I caught any amount of time, prison's the worst, because you literally have to cross out years. Okay, no calendar. That's the worst thing you want to do, is X off days. It's going to drag your time. Everybody knows this. But when you catch your time, man, when you get back from court, what goes through your head is, how old am I going to be when I get out? Current relationship status, you know, whether you got a girl, whether you just dating somebody, whether you're married, whatever it is. And then, of course, depending on how much time you have, your family. So you're gonna go back to the dorm. You're gonna calculate what day you get out, what month, all that. You're gonna, and then three things pop into your head. How old am I gonna be? What's up with my girl? And is grandma gonna die? Is grandpa gonna die? Depending on how old you are, is mom gonna die? Is dad gonna die? Hey man, that's a bad process right there, man. Sure, people die in prison all the time. I physically haven't seen it in front of me. It's happened at the camps that I was at, sure. It's even happened in some of the jails that I was at. But it's not so much important for that aspect. When you're in prison, you're going to see people getting stabbed. You're going to see people getting jumped. You're going to see a lot of messed up things that makes you cold-hearted. And you have to bring that to the street, and there's a transition there, because you have the mindset where you don't care. People will come to you with their problems, or people will complain to you, right? And for anybody who's ever been inside, when people are complaining about petty stuff out here on the street, in the back of your head, you're just like, man, this dude doesn't even know. Not the half of it. Not the half of what I've been through. Not the half of what my shoes have filled. But that's the coldness that will, through time, it will affect you worse and worse, right? But there's always that your loved ones, man. You're inside. Just like I said, the old man died, right? Whether it was the biscuits and gravy, whatever it was, his family, man, they can't get any answers, because, hey, look, man, the state doesn't want to be liable for that. No way in hell, right? But if you flip it around, and when those three things come in your head, you can't help how old you're going to be. You can't, and when people die on the outside and you're stuck, I ain't speaking for every state, but in the state of Florida, it's a process, man, and it's money. Say grandma does die when you're in there. You can go to the funeral, but man, it is a process. It's going to go on your DL records. It's going to go, you have to pay up front. And when you go to the funeral, you're going to have that orange jumpsuit on. Here in the state of Florida, we don't even wear orange. In the jails we do, but in the state, in the penitentiary, in prison, you have a blue uniform. They're going to put you on orange, and they're going to have you shackled up, chains from your wrist running down to your ankles, and you're going to be accompanied by COs. That's not how grandma wants to remember you. You see what I'm saying? And it's tough, man. It's real hard to even get to that process. And the state just because you lost somebody while you're doing time, you're not granted to go to the funeral. A lot of people don't. It's tough. You know, a lot of people, like I said, they check their relationship status or whatever, whether it's they're married, whether it's they're, they just got into a relationship and they're making fast money, they got hemmed up, or they got a long-time girlfriend, whatever it is, imagine, man, a lot of people going to prison, they're messing up to begin with. It doesn't matter if you're doing the drugs, doesn't matter if you're selling the drugs, it doesn't matter what it is. At some point, depending on how much time you have, you're gonna go through some loss, and thank God, man, thank God. When I was in prison both times, and all my county bids, man, that was in my nightly prayer, that I didn't lose anybody, because I've seen people not be able to attend, going to certain funerals, man. It's a crazy process, man, but inside, man, people die all the time. I've told stories, at least so far on the channel. I seen a Latin king stab up a CO, man. You have to go way back to the catalog and look it up. I thought he was gonna die that time. I've seen people get cut in front of me. I've seen people get cut in the dorm, and the way that they got hit and the blood trail everywhere, man, it wasn't looking good, man. Especially the spot that it went in, it wasn't looking good. But I've never seen anybody die, but it happens, man. I say it a lot. I don't really say it on videos where I'm doing it to myself, where I'm speaking myself, but when I bring people that have been locked up with me onto the channel, if y'all check out the playlist I have, interviews with dudes I've been locked up with, there's all types of guys on there, and there's a lot more to come to it. But as we're talking, you'll hear me say it a lot, man. I don't know how I didn't get stabbed, especially the last time I was in. I have no idea. I can't even fathom how I slid by that. I'm not even through with I'm not even through with half the stories I have to say. But you never know, man. When you go to prison, the average person out there messing up, pay attention. Whatever you watch these videos for, pay attention. If you got people in there, family, cousin, brother, whatever it is, friend, whatever it is, man. You need to get in their head, man, because people can go to prison with just a minor amount of time. I told a story before. One of my bunkies, man, he got airlifted out of here, man. He literally got into a fight, beat the dude up bad, painted him. The dude ran it back, and he fought a Muslim. The Muslim took it on the side of the building and sliced him up, man. Airlifted. The dude went home with multiple scars all over his face. He only had like 18 months, 24 months, but he looks different now, completely different. He looks like I've seen out of a horror story. I know another black dude. He called another white dude, a PAC, which is super disrespectful in the chain gang. Man, that black dude's going home with 2 teeth missing in the front. Those right there, people call them war wounds, people call them badges, people call them battle scars. Hey, man, look, yeah, they're lucky to go home with that. It could have got a lot worse for them people, man. Especially the one dude that got cut up and the helicopter took him, man. It's not. The most important message I can get to anybody on this channel, man. If you're just reminiscing because you've done time before, then you know what I'm talking about. If you've never done time and you're watching this video, then hey, man, look, it's real important that you listen to what I'm saying. You can catch us, and even if you're out there on the streets doing dirt, man, you can catch a little bit, man. You can get all the advice you could possibly take watching these prison channels. You could have personal friends, personal family tell you it's going to be all right, stick to yourself, all the rules. But I understand, you can go to prison 18 months, a year and a day, and you could not go home. You can come back home permanently, like a horror story character, man. It gets real, man. We have fun over here. I like to laugh, but at the end of the day, man, I got to use the platform to at least put the truth about it out there, man. I don't say it a lot, but hey, man, over here, I do not promote prison. jail, nothing. You're always winning, man, if you're staying out. You know, and I'm gonna wrap it up on that one, man. So White Boy Lockdown Radio, man. Hey, man, share this video, hit the like, join the members, share it to everybody, man. And I appreciate everybody, man. The channel's growing, and I humbly say I thank you, man. Thank everybody, man. And until the next one.